Doing CC. Push pop action, bike riding action. What we do.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Knox Box. Thank you all for joining our channel once again. So sorry we missed you all last week, but we are here. You know, life just happens. So we have my father-in-law here with us this weekend. We are at an Ohio campground. It's just a getaway trip just because, but I did want to show you a couple of things that we have made some changes to. Remember our decorative video? Yeah, so not all who wonder are lost. So womp womp. Remember, this was on the actual wall before. We did take it down because we just felt like it was coming down easy for us. I'm not sure if I just didn't install it right or not, but see, look, we're still having some issues. So what I did as a solution, I went ahead and bought some canvas and painted it this nice pretty tealish, greenish, bluish. Like, what do you see? Do you see green? Do you see blue? I don't know. But we colored it. I painted it this color, and then Mark went on ahead and just put it on here when he had the guys trip with Everett, and he went on ahead and put it up. So it's been up ever since, and it is not coming down. So we absolutely love that. It gives our whole camper like a really nice pop of color. So yeah, I'm gonna go outside and let's see what the guys are. Say hi, Dad.
Hey.
That's my father-in-law. Y'all just out here just hanging out.
Doing my favorite thing, you know? Feeling like a villain. Doing my favorite thing. Hey. Out here cooking in the Blackstone.
I'm going for a walk, huh? Alright, see you in a minute. So Mark bought me a bike for Mother's Day. Thank you, babe. I love it. And do not show that video, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do it.
You can ride it. Yeah. Do the swing. Whoa.
But anyways, where are we at? 'Cause I told her right where we were already at an Ohio campground, yes, Ohio State campground, but
East Fork Lake in Claremont County, Ohio. It's about 45 minutes from our house. So far, so
about
good.
how close is that to Columbus? I thought we were closer to Columbus.
We're not.
Okay, because we did get here kind of quick.
We're definitely not.
I was sleeping in the car.
We're east. We're far east for us. It's nice though. The sites are a little short and a little narrow.
Okay, let's show the people where we're.
It's working out.
Yeah, it's really nice. And you are, what are you cooking for dinner?
I'm making tacos.
Ooh.
You want to see?
We love Mexican food. That's tacos. Our favorite food. What kind of tacos?
Street. So that's some steak, marinated.
Let me focus in on that. Let me get a good focus. Oh.
I got my fresh diced onions. I got my peppers.
Babe, that looks so delicious. All right, babe. I got the dinner plates.
I have you jump in there one more time.
I gotta go back. Our AC is feeling so good in there.
Good.
Yay, these are so good.
And get some, just get like a couple forks.
Act like nothing happened. Yep.
Yeah, it's a good idea. You should go ahead and eat before.
I should probably eat before Mama gets back.
Yeah, before my man comes
back. Before they go on the walk.
Yeah.
All right, building. Mama, you want some cheese?
Hot over here, son.
Is it good?
Is it?
Ooh, yeah, it's hot.
How was that walk, Dad?
It was great.
Dad's
Mama
building.
really liked the swing.
Babe, what was you saying? You said, who would have thought Ohio had a beach? I mean, come on, Dad. Like, really? Sand, water, and sun. That qualifies as a beach. There we go. Where are we at?
East Fork Lake.
He said no way.
No way.
If you need a boat to come by,
Let's go. Let's go. He's so cute. I love you, Snooker Potty. Snooker Pot, Snooker Doodle, Snooks, Pot, Mar, Little Man. He responds to them all. Not right now, but that's what I call him. It's day 2 and we are getting ready for breakfast. It rained last night, so we have to eat inside. One thing I do recommend is always bring in some fresh fruit. We had a whole bag of strawberries that are almost gone and pineapples. So you can always do, you know, of course, watermelon and grapes and stuff like that, the easy stuff. So, yeah, we're having fun. Good morning. Mark, how'd you sleep last night?
4:30 with this monster.
Oh, man. I didn't hear anything. Well, I didn't hear anything around till about 6:30. Thanks, Marmar.
We retreated to the top.
Slept good. I slept good in the cave.
All right.
I like sleeping in the cave, though, for real.
Yeah. Dad slept on the bottom bunk, you guys, and it takes some getting used to.
I looked at it from an economic standpoint first and foremost, and said, you know, my goal is to try to do 30 nights a year. So the rest of those nights it'll be in storage. So I knew a motor coach probably wasn't the best option, because you don't want to let an engine just sit for a long period of time. And then I looked at a fifth wheel, and I said, well, if I do a fifth wheel, then I have to get at least a 2500 truck, you know, F-250 or 2500 diesel. Whatever I was going to be pulling it with was going to be my daily driver. So I didn't want to daily drive a 2500, you know, a half ton or a 3/4 ton. I didn't want to daily drive a 3/4 ton truck.
So you said storage. Where do you keep this?
So there's a storage facility about 15 minutes from our house that's right along 275, which is the belt loop, right?
Okay.
So it's real convenient in terms of picking it up, dropping it off, and then just heading out. We got a homeowners association, so we can't store it on our own property, which is, you know, a lot of people got that problem. So
This thing is huge, man.
You
How
know,
hard was it for you to learn how to
well, the only
maneuver
thing
around
that I
and stuff?
have ever towed in my life, well, I take that back. I've towed a few things. The first thing I towed was our jet ski, right, on the back of a minivan. So that was first. And then I towed a 12-foot U-Haul down to like South Carolina when I was in college. And then I towed that mini excavator with the hot tub on it.
Yeah.
Now, in all three of those situations, I blew a tire at least once. In all three of those situations. Okay. So towing for me I wasn't excited about towing. But compared to some of the other rigs that are out there, this one is small. I mean, this is only 25 feet.
Only.
Only 25 feet. So, I mean, it seems like a lot, but once you get moving down the highway, what's another 4 feet? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really only comes into play when you're trying to go backwards.
Right. And that's the kicker part. I mean, did it take you a long time to learn how to back this thing up, man? Because, I mean...
A little bit.
It's long. To me, it looks long.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's a little forgiving. In my opinion, with 2 axles, it's a little forgiving because it takes a minute for it to point itself in the direction you want it to go.
Uh-huh.
So even if you mess up and point it in the wrong direction, it's not swinging like single axle. As soon as you point it, it's swinging, you know.
Right.
With the 2, I'm thinking that's the reason why. It takes a little bit. So you just got to go slow. And I had a lot of practice. I mean, our storage facility is pretty tight, as you've seen.
Well, looks like it's a lot of work. I mean, is it a lot of work? I mean, once you to set everything up, I mean...
It is, it seemed like a lot at first. Yes and no. I mean, it is a lot of work, but the stuff that you're doing, it gets easier every time.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I try to choose campsites that make setup even easier.
Mm-hmm.
Like try to choose concrete pads because they tend to be more level than gravel.
So level, that's important.
Very, yeah. So first and foremost, you don't want your head to be above your feet when you're sleeping, or vice versa, right? So from front to back, the way our bed is situated, you want it to be level as possible. And then with these refrigerators, when they're, I'm assuming it's because it's a propane electric auto switchover. They have to be level in order for them to function properly. And then of course everything else, all your drains, you know, the way water runs off the roof. I mean, you want it to be level.
Okay, so drains and everything. So like, I noticed there was a sink and everything in there.
Right.
So how does that work?
Just like the sink at home.
Where does the water go?
The water comes into the camper from the post. Okay,
from that hose.
Right, and then it gets distributed. So it basically uses the water pressure from the post to pressurize the system. We got a water pressure regulator, so our PSI is like 45 all the time. It goes throughout the system just like the house, but then it goes once you flush the toilet waste goes into the black tank, and the shower sink goes into the gray tank. So our gray tank is 30 gallons, our black tank is 30 gallons.
So the water that's coming out of there, that's drinkable water?
Yeah.
Drinkable water.
And we got a filter on there.
Okay.
I mean, we don't drink it, right? The filter that we have is the everyday common Walmart filter that really just filters out sediment and not... It's not like a UV filter or anything like that. It's just a sediment. So if there's sand or stuff like that, that's it. Okay. But we typically bring bottled water. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed that you know, for a Monday, it seems like there's where we're at today. I mean, I wouldn't think that this would be like a thing to be going on all during the week. It's popular, but this area that we're at today seems full.
It does. And I mean, was it May? It's May. So the season changes. You got a lot of people that are starting to travel more, and a lot of people could just be using this as a stopover. You know, a night or two to take them somewhere else. Okay. I mean, East Fork Lake, yes, it could be a destination, but I mean, those people from Canada, right next door to us. You know, so I highly doubt that they came from Canada just to come to East Fork Lake. So they may be on their way to who knows, you know. But then you got people that do long weekends, right? And then, like you said earlier, in a couple weeks when school's out, this place will probably be packed all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you really don't know what that dynamic is because you haven't really experienced that.
We've only
time of the season.
Right. Because of the rain that we've been getting, and then the way it was really cold throughout March and April, we really haven't experienced kind of the peak. So it should be interesting. We take our trip to Michigan in June. That'll give us a good idea of what peak is. And honestly, I'm looking forward to it. I think RVing, in my opinion, so far, has been one of the only ways that I've traveled that I actually want there to be a lot of people around. Just because everybody's got their own space. I mean,
right.
It's kind of like the more the merrier over here. You really don't want to be back in the loop by yourself.
Right.
I mean, maybe you do, but I'd rather it be people around, you know?
So, like, I mean, some of the things that you do besides, like, right now, we're just chilling, which is, I mean, cool.
Yeah.
What other things you do, you know?
Well, I think there's many different types of RV travel, right? So from our experience so far, we've experienced a couple. For example, this one is the campground is the destination. Out here where we are, it's kind of rural, right? There's not much beside the lake. So when you come out here, you're going to be at the campground. When we went to KOA in Dayton, that was more of a adventure type, right? Where we went, the campground was kind of like our base, kind of like our base camp. Then we went to the Air Force Museum, we went to Wright State, went to the mall, stuff like that, where you kind of get here, you set up shop, hop in the truck, and you go see the sights, right? But then there's a lot of people who are trying to get to the greater destination, but are really in no hurry, and they stop at campgrounds along the way. You know what I mean? So, for example, if we said, "Hey, we want to go to California," how many stops would we realistically have? We would probably take a week, maybe a week and a half to get there and try to see things along the way.
Yeah.
Not really be in a hurry, versus trying to just haul and try to get there in a day and a half. Those are good questions.
Those are some good questions, Dad. I mean, people ask us this type of stuff all the time. Yeah.
Like.
Especially when you're not familiar with the whole RV lifestyle.
Right.
You know, like, and here's another thing, babe. You know, we only do this really on random weekends. There's a lot of people who do it full time. So is it actually livable? And I would say it is. If you got the right rig and the right RV set up for your family.
One of two ways, right? Either you can, as our friends at Keep Your Daydream say, start where you are. Which is, you take the rig that you have or the truck you have and you just make it work.
And I love their channel.
Right?
What do they say?
They say start where you are, you know. Because if you wait, then you probably never do it. Right? If you're waiting on the perfect rig, the perfect truck, you probably never do it. So they say take what you have or what you can afford and you make it work. Or, if you know you're about to go full time, you'll do like our friends, our neighbors across the way and get the 43-foot, well, they're not there anymore, the 43-foot London Air Newmar,
right?
You know, and say, hey, we're full time. Like, we bought this to be full time.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, based on YouTube, we know there's a lot of people that are full time that aren't in the prettiest rigs or the biggest rigs, but they make it work and they seem happy.
Really?
Yeah, they seem real happy.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I don't know, babe. Can you see us doing this full time one day?
I would say when he's older.
Okay.
I would say we could do a part of the full time.
What?
We could
do a part of the full time
all summer. You know,
oh, okay. Like his summer breaks or something. Okay.
He gets off payroll. Until he moves to the asset column from the lot.
I know that's right. You better say that.
We'll have a brick and mortar home, right? But honestly, me and you, I could see us doing it.
I could.
Yeah,
I could.
Because you and I could.
Maybe. I could see it, but I don't see it like nowhere near the foreseeable future at all.
And if we did, we would probably get a class.